Glad you're with us, and I want to remind you we've got our Tuesday Spotlight Artist of the Week every week on Tuesdays, and it starts in December 12th, Babyface, who's nominated for so many Grammy Awards. He's had 26 #1 songs. It was such a thrill to talk to Babyface, and you can hear that conversation on December 12th at 1500 Universal on Border Crossings here on the Voice of America.
The United Nations Security Council met on Friday to vote on an Arab-sponsored resolution that called for an immediate humanitarian ceasefire in Gaza. 13 countries voted in favor of the resolution, but it failed when the United States vetoed it. VOA senior diplomatic correspondent Cindy Sain reports.
As Israel continues to bombard Gaza, an Israeli airstrike in Khan Yunis Thursday reportedly hit a residential block, killing an unknown number of people and injuring others. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres deployed the rarely used Article 99 of the UN Charter this week to seek a ceasefire to prevent what he says is a catastrophe with a potentially irreversible impact on the Palestinian people and the entire Middle East.
Some 130 hostages are still held captive, and I call for their immediate and unconditional release, as well as their humane treatment and visits from the international community of the Red Cross until they are freed. At the same time, the brutality perpetrated by Hamas can never justify the collective punishment of the Palestinian people.
Robert Wood, the U.S. Deputy Ambassador to the United Nations, also spoke Friday.
We do not support calls for an immediate ceasefire. This would only plant the seeds for the next war because Hamas has no desire to see a durable peace.
The Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry says 350 people were killed in the enclave in 24 hours, bringing the total Palestinian death toll to more than 17,000 people. During a joint press conference with his British counterpart Thursday, Secretary of State Antony Blinken said he told Israeli leaders during a recent visit to the region that the suffering inflicted on Palestinian civilians in the north must not be repeated in Israel's military offensive now going on in the south.
It remains imperative that Israel put a premium on civilian protection. And there does remain a gap between exactly what I said when I was there, the intent to protect civilians, and the actual results that we're seeing on the ground.
In Tel Aviv late Thursday, families of Israeli hostages attended a candle-lighting ceremony for the Jewish holiday of Hanukkah, lighting a special 138-candle menorah, representing the 138 hostages still being held captive by Hamas. Israel says that its operations are necessary to target the U.S.-designated terror group and that it is taking precautions to avoid civilian deaths, but that Hamas uses civilians as human shields. Hamas attacked Israel on October 7th, killing some 1,200 people and taking about 240 hostages, around 100 of whom have been released. Cindy Sain, VOA News.